Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So, Tulane's offense is up first today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They have put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 in wide left and hits the ground in the year 2023.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Hughes. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Using his legs, it's Hughes. An important 9 yards gain there. Brings up just 3rd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Press coverage now from the secondary. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Running it back, it's Anderson. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the LSU Tigers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Gets loose now and heads downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launches downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. There's the handoff. Running with purpose. Gets into space at the 50. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker, a collision of big bodies there. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Here's the handoff. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. First down and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a quarterback keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
It's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Second down and goal, upcoming. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Tulane. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Just past the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to chuck it again. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
And the runner takes off to his right. And tackled after a small pickup there.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down. So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. Heads up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. On the return, it's Williams. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking for some space. It's Hughes. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The punt team making their way on the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Testing the right side here. Breaks loose at the 40. And he steps out of bounds. A big play, an exciting end to this first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a toss to the left side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can... time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything that...
Got space, looking to score. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Here's the second down play. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught on the outside. It's Williams. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. That completion makes it second and medium. The back's got it. Football comes out. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. It's third down for the offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up fourth down now. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And the field goal is good.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Bringing it out, it's Thomas. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Going for his running back. Oh, the pass is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the quarterback dropping back. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Point after, not quite through. And the kickoff will be returned. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Gets some space around the 30. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. And now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down here, time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. On the ground, it's Williams. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And it's good. And that will tie the game here. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or the defense come up with a stop? Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Will he score here? Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Fires it on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He flips it to the back across the middle. He made the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tulane. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Automatic on the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Receiver in motion now. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, LSU. But Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Handoff to the single back. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
On the run, it's Hughes. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Green Wave. This offense really clicking. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. But, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. And the defense makes some adjustments. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And they heave it deep downfield. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Using his legs, it's Williams. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They ate up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
He lets it go on the move. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. Interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Handoff running right. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. He has first down yardage at the 46.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. And the punt team now on to kick it away. With the return, it's Williams. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, once in a while as a defensive coordinator, you roll the dice, take a chance, and hope to get home to the quarterback. It's exactly what occurred there with the free safety blitzing and sacking the QB.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. Tackle made after a solid gain. Spot.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
First down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Collins. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So after the incompletion, it's second down. He'll hand it off. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And with 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Oh, look at the quick cut.
I
know, the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short, unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And that pump will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. He had nobody open. Now it's 2nd down here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He breaks into the clear. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Caught quickly. Touchdown, LSU. And the beatdown continues. See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. The sure hands. It's Hughes. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. 1st down and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They bring him down after a short gain there. 2nd down after that completion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Play action here on 1st down. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Offense getting set. It's second down. An inside give now from the shotgun. The pickup is 6 yards, so third down and 4 now. Heads up, offense is now operating in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Movement here from the tight end. A running play called on fourth down. He's got some room. Can he get there? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tulane.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. Could use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. On third and short, they hand the ball off. Finding some room at the 25. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. LSU is now operating in the red zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try the left side with a toss. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
They'll try the right here. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Fleming. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone. Of course, in the playoffs, it's